Previously on Use Your Imagination. And so, we return to the place where everything began, and for perhaps one of you, where something will come to a close. The tower is just as you remember it, the shining beacon casting a dome of warmth over it and shielding it from the harshness of winter, the rough stone walls stretching up above, the halls still stinking of the acrid, sickly, sweet smell of decay and rot, a smell of death that could never quite be wiped away or forgotten. The faint remnants of bloodstains, brown and crusted over the stone floor, dust which kicks up at every movement, cobwebs decorating the corners, the ever-burning arcane torches still flickering and filling the space with an eerie light. And most of all, the phantom lingering of the sound of static that you know isn't there anymore. Now you're here. What will you do?
I think I've mentioned it before. I'm from Merowyn. I lived in a small town there called Valen, and I was happily married. I married young. I had a wonderful husband, Cessair, and I pull up my sleeve, and on my other arm is a tattoo that's a little heart, and it says Cessair in it. I had my daughter Thena, she was the older one, and my son Oleander. And one day, Dougal showed up. He told me it meant destruction, ruin, all these terrible things, but he said not to worry about it. I remember that very distinctly. And then he gave me the card. And, well, the next day I woke up, my husband was dead. It looked like he just died in his sleep, but I now know he didn't. And then a few days later, my son, Oleander, was poisoned. And then a few days after that, my daughter, Thena, was murdered. And I stumbled upon the Temple of Ioun outside of town. And the clerics there took me in. And I got to have a restart. It was nice for a time, and then Dougal shows back up. And I didn't know he'd done any of this then. And then I watch him murder my temple mates, Huxley and Zia. It was only recently that I finally decided that I wasn't going to take it anymore, and I left to go find him. And here we are.
So, you wait, and you wait, and then you see the front door open, and you see a man, rather tall, slender, but still muscular. His skin is a medium tone, and his hair is brown, swept back, but short. His facial features are sharp and pointed. His eyes, wide and wild, are bright green, so bright it almost seems toxic. He's pulling this red fur-lined coat off his form, revealing under it a pair of dark trousers and a high-collared shirt patterned with jagged lines of gold. And strapped to his form are a couple of daggers holstered on one hip, a short sword at his back, and a few pouches. And as he's stepping in, he turns to you, Hattie, the only one in view at the moment. And a sneer stretches his lips, revealing sharp, pristine teeth. It doesn't work. And Kai, you can feel it. Part of Zone of Truth is that you can feel whether or not someone fails or succeeds their saving throw. And Dougal succeeded. You watch him step over the threshold, and you feel the spell activate. You feel it claw and wrestle to curl around him and take effect. But he resists, and he pulls himself away from it, and with him goes any footholds the spell might have. It doesn't work. But that doesn't matter, does it? It's too late to panic and worry and try to fix it, to cast it again. No. He would notice you that way, wouldn't he? And you don't want that. Speaking of, I need the three of you who are hiding to roll stealth with advantage, given your fourth party member, who is currently the center of his attention. Let me know what you get, and we'll go from there.
Oh, God. A cold sweat has just rolled down my back. Okay, I'm going to roll 2 d20s in roll 20 because I lost my dice. Yeah, with advantage. Just letting you guys know. Also, I'm a little sniffly right now. I'll try to mute myself when that happens, but I just need to look up my stats for stealth. Is +2.
Not good. Not great. I got a 10.
Oof.
I need a different die.
You gotta
Okay.
roll for Teth, too.
I rolled a 6 and a 7, and I only have a +3.
Okay. Oh, it's slash roll.
Okay, so Lezeth got a 10.
Yeah. Fancy.
I can
Pacing
roll
back
for,
and forth.
I can roll for Teth if you want to tell me what her stealth modifier is.
Oh. That's not good.
Oh. Okay, Teth got a 12 plus whatever her stealth modifier is.
A 12 plus your stealth?
Oh,
Shit.
no. That's even
Shit.
worse.
Shit.
And that's
okay.
a natural 1.
Ah, God,
Yeah, I got
okay.
a natural 1 for Teth and then a 12, so...
Okay, so
So
her
that's
stealth...
a 7, a 10, and a 12.
Uh-oh.
Jesus, we are just over here. We're all behind the door sniffling and coughing, I guess.
So,
Her stealth is +4.
She's
Oh,
breathing
so she
real
actually
heavy.
got like a 16.
okay, so Teth got a...
16.
And then Kai, what did Kai get again?
A 7.
7. And
I
Teth
did it.
was... I'm just trying to get this straight in my notes.
Teth was you said a 12? +4, which is 16.
Okay, 16. Alright. If he notices you, you do not know it. Hello, Hattie. And he walks
Dougal.
into the room to the table at the center. Lovely meeting place you've arranged for us.
Well, I thought you'd feel more comfortable here. You know, since it's one of your friends.
I couldn't care less about Elias Fry.
What is it that you do care about, Dougal?
Not a lot. And he sits down in front of you.
Well, since we're here, I will ask a few questions. First
And
things first.
he just rests his arm on the table and props his head up, disinterested. All
I
right.
just want to ask. Why? Why me? Why kill my whole family and then leave me?
Why, indeed. You know, I've always loved the kill. The feeling of a knife against skin, of a heart losing its beat between my fingers. And then, all those years ago, you stood before me, a customer, and I saw something there. A challenge. A spark that I wanted to snuff out. So I did. But not in the way that one would think. It became a challenge to break a mind rather than a neck. So I tore you down once, and for a moment I thought this challenge was simple. And then I came back a few years later and you had rebuilt. You glued yourself back together. And when I saw that the glue wasn't done drying yet. I knew I had to do it again. This was becoming a game. So I did it again. And I thought that was it. There's no way those tiny pieces could come back together. And wouldn't you know it, a couple months ago I get this message from the very tower I knocked down. And here we are. So, I understand you likely have more questions. So ask them. But I am growing tired of this game. This cat and mouse that we have running around in circles. Ask your questions and then we'll settle this. And we'll see which pieces are left to pick up afterwards. And he just relaxes back into the chair and watches you with this terrible, evil, sharp smile on his face.
You're not wrong. I do have more questions. See, I found out about you and your little gang running around. So, I want to know a little more about what's going on. What are you and generals planning with all these dead bodies and undead?
Oh, interesting that. Well, I'm sure you've heard of the Prince of Undeath. If you're this far, if you're here, you must know something. They're making him room. We're making him room. Preparing a throne for a prince who wants to be king. Does that answer your question?
Well, it's good enough for now. Just one last one, at least. What's your goal in all of this?
Wouldn't any sensible man want a place to rule in a world that is changing in their favor? Wouldn't you want power in that space? You've been offered a spot beside the king to rule your own. Of course, I took the first opportunity I was offered.
Well, I was given an opportunity. The Raven Queen gave me an opportunity and I'm going to take it. And then I am going to cast Inflict Wounds.
Okay.
Reach across the table.
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything that I need to roll for that, or?
No, I have. Oh, come on! I rolled a natural 1!
No!
Oh, that's plus.
As you reach out, he pulls his hand away and starts standing. And I'm assuming you've triggered the keyword.
Yes, all the
Yes.
The others are coming into the room. And for Lezeth and Kai, he is not surprised to see you there.
Oh.
He knew you were there the entire time because he has a 15 passive perception. So Teth is really the only surprise here. I see. I guess we'll go ahead and get this settled, won't we?
I want Teth. Okay, sorry, I had the spell prepared and now I need to go find it again.
Are we going to roll initiative first, or does this count as some sort of surprise round?
Yeah, I want her.
She's the only one that gets a surprise round.
Teth is casting Shatter on where Dougal is standing. It affects anyone in a... Shit, Hattie's too close. Man,
That's not against death, though. Oh my god. Her AoE spells.
She would do that. She's gonna cast Shatter right where he is. A sudden, loud, ringing, painfully intense noise erupts from a point of your choice within range. Each creature within a 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a Constitution saving throw. A creature takes 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. A creature made of inorganic materials such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage on the saving throw.
Is it Constitution?
It is, yes, it is a Constitution saving throw. And let me scroll back up to... Oh no!
Let's see, what's the Constitution modifier for my man? Okay.
Her spellcasting modifier, I'm trying to find...
Okay, switching to the initiative notebook.
Spell save DC is 15.
Yeah, no, I failed it.
That's a 17.
Shh. Oh god, no!
Okay, but that's totally something Teth would have done.
Alright, so 3d8.
And then
3d8.
roll that and then have it for him.
Okay, so I'm gonna /roll. Whew. Oh god, it's a 12. So Hattie takes 12 damage and Dougal takes 6.
Okay.
Uh-oh. I'm at 27 hit points.
Oh.
I was at 39.
Ooh.
I'm okay.
We are not off to a great start.
Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and roll initiative now.
Okay.
Oh,
Wait,
come the fuck on.
Lezeth and Kai don't get to do anything, do they?
I'm assuming they don't get a surprise round,
Yeah, because he knew
like
that we
you
were
and Teth,
here.
Because, yeah, he knew we were there. He knew we were behind him.
Right.
So Teth, I forgot to do the modifiers, but anyways, I'll write that down in chat. So Kai is 8 int, and then Teth is 11. Teth is 11. I'm just getting crappy rolls right now.
Okay. Alright, what's the average initiative for everybody?
Ooh, calculator, that's 8, 6, 11. 8, 6, 15, 11. 8 plus 6 plus 15 plus 11 divided by 4. That's a 10.
Nice even number.
Ooh, okay. He's going first. There's no one to drag him down, so he got just an 11. So, you guys want to go ahead and I think you should be able to move your tokens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Brain fart. Okay, so
I
Teth
thought
would
he was
come
going
right.
first.
Oh yeah, he's going here. But we all jumped out, I think.
Yeah, that's
When she said
that
the
was
Raven
my point,
Queen.
It's like you guys are already in the room now.
Okay.
Okay, so she cast Shatter. The table between, Hattie and Dougal is in pieces on the floor now.
I'm looking a little hurt too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Teth looks at you apologetically for a second, and then she's back on him, and she has her rapier pointed at him. Uncharacteristically
Alright.
serious.
So, he moves here, and okay, we're gonna go ahead and break this one out. And he's just staring at you in the eyes as he's standing here. He stands there staring you in the eyes, and he takes out this dagger, twirls it between his fingers like he's performing a trick, then he holds it and tries to plunge it into your stomach. Okay, that's an 8.
Okay, definitely
So
doesn't hit.
I guess you dodge out of the way at the last second. And he just sighs. And actually, I don't think he has anything else he can do right now, except move. He has the rest of his movement. So he is going to start making his way over here to Teth.
Good. That's what Teth wanted.
Okay.
Opportunity
That's what
attack.
Teth would have wanted.
That's what she would have wanted. No, well, I have plans. I have good laid plans in my mind.
Okay, so that is going to be the end of his turn. Though that's moving on to the group.
Should I go first since I had the highest initiative?
Mm-hmm.
I am going to, as a bonus action, cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
And I can't think. I don't think I can move it yet, though. If I can cast it. Spell. Oh. I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame at him.
Okay.
So he has to save on a dexterity saving throw. What is the saving throw? Is it like, it's my spell, right? 6. So he has to save for 16. For dexterity.
That's a 9.
Ooh, okay, so he does not save.
Okay.
That's, yeah, that's 5 damage.
Alright. Okay. Who's next?
Teth. So she's charging forward with her rapier in her hand, almost like she's holding a lance, and she's just gonna try to stab him as quickly as possible. And let me roll to hit. That's for her rapier. This hit plus 5 to hit, so 1d20 plus 5. God. Okay, that's a 13.
Total?
Total to hit, yeah.
That does not hit. He dodges out of the way.
Jesus. But now she's, like, right up close to him.
Uh-huh.
Which was... It was gonna be cool if she did it. Okay. And then I don't think that she gets any bonus actions. Or, yeah, no. She can only do Bardic Inspiration for her. Oh. If a weapon attack hits... Yeah, nope, she can't do anything extra.
Okay.
So now it's Kai's turn.
Okay.
So Kai, he is going to cast Guiding Bolt at, can I do that? He's going to cast it at 3rd level at Dougal. It is +5 to hit. And let me just read that description out for you guys. A flash of light streaks towards a creature of your choice within range. Make a ranged spell attack. On a hit, the target takes 4d6 radiant damage. The next attack roll made against this target before the end of your next turn has advantage thanks to the mystical dim light glittering on the target until then. Alright, I'm casting Guiding Bolt. And that is +5 to hit. And I got a 12 to hit him.
That does not hit.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh. My virtual dice suck.
Alright, Lezeth.
My turn? Alright. Tell me, what kind of armor is he wearing?
I actually forgot what kind of armor he's wearing. It looks like simple leather.
Leather. Alright. What sort of weapon is he holding?
Oh, you know, he's got some daggers and a sword.
He's holding a sword. It is a metal weapon? I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast Heat Metal on the sword he is holding.
Ooh.
At 3rd level.
Okay.
And it is not an attack because it does not have anything for me to add when I hit. It just happens. I don't have to roll to see if I hit.
Okay.
According to D&D Beyond, like they're underneath hit/DC, there is no, plus anything, as there would be for anything else.
Okay. So he
takes 3d8 damage.
You see the 3d8
Let me figure out
damage.
how much that
okay.
is.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh. Could have been better. 10 damage. So 10
Okay.
damage on that
So
turn.
you see the metal heat up, and he just drops it, and it clatters to the ground. And we are moving right along very smoothly into his turn, and he drops the sword, the short sword that he was carrying, that he had
It does not stop
switched,
being hot.
that
It
he
is
had
still
switched
glowing.
out. Okay, hold on. He drops the sword that he was carrying, that he switched it out for a different weapon. He drops the sword, goes to his belt, pulls out the dagger, and he's gonna stab at Teth twice because he has multi-attack. And we'll just go ahead and see if this hits. That is a... Ooh, all right. That is... For one, that is a... That is a 20 for one of them. Uh-huh. And then the other one was 17?
Yeah,
I'm
both of
assuming
those hit. Both
hit?
of those hit. Yep, both of those hit. Both of those
Okay.
hit.
So, I'm gonna do something really quick. And then, we'll see. I'll tell you what to do here in a second. So, total for the piercing damage that she takes is 10 piercing damage, and then, hold on, she gets 10 necrotic damage, and then I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Jesus Christ. Okay, her saving throw is... Her wisdom is -2. Oh, no. Oh, God. 1d20 -2. I'm okay. That's 12.
That fails. So, you as Kai do not see this. You do not know this is happening. But, for the purpose of storytelling, Teth takes 2 daggers worth to the stomach. And Dougal withdraws the blade. It's dripping with blood. And in her mind, her sight leaves her. Her hearing leaves her.
Oh.
And she feels terrible, excruciating phantom pains of shackles pulling at her joints. It's like something is wrapped around her wrists and her legs, and they're just pulling with all their might. Like she's chained up against a wall or something, and it just racks through her body, this pain. And the 3 of you see your friend get stabbed twice, and then she goes down. She collapses to the ground screaming. She is considered incapacitated, blinded, and deafened until the next round. She gets to make a saving throw at the beginning of her next turn. And just for the sake of letting you guys know, the DC for this wisdom saving throw gets higher every time.
Oh.
The longer she is in this state, the harder it becomes for her to get out of it.
Oh, God. I feel sick. Okay.
Yeah.
And as you watch her fall, he's just laughing. And he looks over to you, Hattie, and he sees the look on your face and is just ecstatic.
Oh.
The tower's falling down again.
Okay. Is that at the end of his turn?
Yep.
Okay, it's Hattie's turn!
Oh, God.
First thing first is I am going to cast Bless so that everyone gets a d4. I'm not going to take it, everyone else gets one. So Teth, Lezeth, and Kai get, when a target makes an attack, roll, or saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack, roll, or saving throw.
Okay. So add d4 to the attack.
Oh, that might help Teth with her saving
Yeah,
throws.
that's why I
That's
thought
good.
Get.
That's good.
And then,
Okay.
as a bonus action, I'm going to move my spiritual weapon, because it's right in front of me, and I'm going to move it over to Dougal, and I'm going to hit him.
Okay.
And I cast it at 3rd level, so it's 2d8 if I hit him.
Yeah, if you hit him.
Ooh, fingers crossed.
Oh my god, you scared the fuck out of me.
No!
What did you get?
It's another natural 1!
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hattie is just like
Lost.
put it in the dice
unstable right
jail.
now.
Put it in the dice jail.
Both of them have done it! Both of them have done it! I need to get new dice. I'm throwing them on my bed.
They no longer respect you.
I'm getting the dice that killed my first character.
Oh, no.
There. Okay. That's all I can do. Well, I can move forward. But, eh.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so it's Kai's turn. When he's...
Is it Teth's?
Oh, no, it's Teth's turn. Teth rolls a saving throw. Teth saving
Plus
Teth,
a D4.
D4 what plus D4 and it's is it what a D20 plus one D4?
D20 wisdom and then D4.
Wisdom. Oh god, her wisdom is -2. So I guess I'll do 1 D20 plus 2. 2. Okay. No! It's a 6. It's a 6.
She does not succeed. She continues to be considered blinded, deafened, and incapacitated. The DC goes up by 1.
Jesus.
We're doing so bad.
Okay.
Oh god.
That's Teth's turn. Next up.
Okay. Is it now Kai's turn? I can't. I'm looking at
Yes,
the okay.
I believe so.
Okay. So Kai sees this happen to Teth and he kind of runs forward a little bit and then he kind of stops. And he's going to cast Dispel Magic on Teth.
Ooh.
Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. On a successful check, the spell ends. Do you know what the spell's level is?
It's pretty high.
Okay. Can you just so I'm gonna cast this spell, and then I'm going to make an ability check using my spellcasting ability modifier. So that's a D20 plus 2. So I've cast the spell. That's all of my 3rd level spells done. So I'm gonna roll a D20 plus 2, and then you just tell me if I make it or not. No. Oh, that's a 5.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
I can't do anything else. Yeah, that's the end.
Okay.
My turn?
Yep.
Alright. I'm gonna cast Heat Metal again, but this time at 2nd level, on one of the daggers in his hand.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do 2d8 damage. Same. 10. So 10
Okay.
damage. And if he wants to keep a hold of the weapon, he has to make a Constitution saving throw. Or he can drop it. Either way, I'm going to bonus action wild shapeshift into a white tiger.
He rolled a 17 for his constitution.
Okay. Yeah, if he doesn't drop the object, he has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of my next turn. Because he's holding a burning hot dagger.
Okay.
So now you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Okay. So, what was your bonus action again?
My bonus action is to shapeshift into a tiger.
Right, okay.
I'm a big old white tiger now.
Okay. So his teeth grit as he just holds the dagger again. He's still standing above Teth. And wouldn't you know it, attacks against people who are incapacitated and prone have advantage.
No!
Straight
So
roll.
because yep, that's what I was about to say. Because
Straight roll.
yeah, so straight roll. Let's see. That is, let's see, what is his? That is. What's Teth's armor class? What's Teth's armor class?
Sorry, her armor class is 14.
Okay, that is a 13, so it doesn't hit.
Whew.
Fortunately for her. Oh, but wait. Hold on. Oh dear. I forgot he had multi-attack. That is, I think that's a 16, maybe?
That
That's,
yep, that
and
hits.
then plus,
that hits
and
her.
then plus 3 is 19.
Nope, that hits.
So we're not gonna do the whole blind and deafen speech again, but she does take 2d4 piercing and 2d4 necrotic damage. So,
God.
that is. Oh, I rolled 3 4s on that one. Okay.
Shoot.
13 piercing,
Oh God.
and then let's see. 9 necrotic.
Oh.
She's at 1 hit point. She's at 1. She's at 1 hit point.
Okay. And his teeth are grit together, and he's holding this burning dagger, and he just looks at all of you. This smile on his face through this pain of just holding this glowing, burning piece of metal. And that's the end of his turn. Okay. I think that's Hattie's turn now.
Again, try and hit him with my spiritual weapon. I'm rolling with a new dice.
Okay.
Let's see if this does better.
Uh-huh.
That's a 12.
His armor class is 15.
Okay,
So...
well, let me see if I can...
Nope.
Okay, I feel like this is sort of a cheesy move, but it says as bonus action on your turn. You can move the weapon up to 20 feet and repeat the attack. So can I just move it 10 feet away and then 10 feet back and then hit him again?
Go for it. Go for it.
What? How? How? This is my third natural one! I'm literally cursed. I'm
my
cursed.
God.
I need to
No.
go get blessed. Oh my god. I'm just role-playing it as Hattie can't think straight, and it's just
All right.
That's it. That's like it.
Teth needs to make a saving throw.
Yep.
1d20 plus 2
Don't
because
forget
she has a
that
minus 2 to
-2.
wisdom. Yep, so it's 1d20 plus 2. Please, please, please. It's a 4.
That does not succeed.
It's session
The
13.
DC goes up by 1.
No.
Oh my god.
No. Okay. Now I'm in a pickle because all of Kai's spells are area of effect, and he would not want to get close to Dougal under anything but the most extreme circumstances because he only has close range weapons, and I don't want to cast an area of effect spell and hit Teth. So I think Kai is out of options. And, well, within range. All right. Give me a second to think. I need to look something up really quick and make sure that I have this absolutely correct before I use it.
Okay.
All right. Kai is also going to cast Spiritual Weapon. he is going to create a longsword, and he is going to try as best as he can to get Dougal through the shoulder with the longsword and try to pin him to the wall.
Okay.
So that create a floating spectral weapon within range. When you cast a spell, you can make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon. On a hit, the target takes force damage equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. So I'm going to roll that to hit him. Does a 17 hit?
Yep.
It does.
Okay. It's 1d8 plus
right.
2. He takes 8 force damage.
Okay, so that is...
Oh wait, 1d8 plus 2 force damage plus my spellcasting ability modifier, so 10. 10 force damage in total.
Alright, and in response to that, Dougal gets pinned to the wall by one arm, and he looks over at you, and he casts Hellish Rebuke.
No. Where did he get that? Where did he get that? Okay.
And you have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. And I have resistances to fire, but I will make that dex throw. Kai, we talked about this earlier. He has a -1 to dexterity. Are you kidding me? Okay, that's a 16.
That succeeds.
Okay.
But, so that's 2d10 halved.
And then do I have...
That is... That is 7. And that's fire damage, so you have resistance to fire damage, so that's
Yes,
even
I do.
less. So that's halved again, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that'd be 4 fire
Okay.
damage.
4 fire damage. I'm going to take that. Okay.
And he's just sitting there, he's clutching his shoulder kind of up against where the blade meets his shoulder and just staring you down.
All right.
My turn.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Alright, I'm a tiger. I'm gonna attack him.
You get a D4 check.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and gnaw off his leg. Bite
Ooh.
attack. Let me see. Oh, well, it hits anyway because it's a natural 18. But you know, so I don't need
Okay.
the D4. And 1d10. No, that's a D12. Right, there's the D10. Ah, shit. What was that? 1d10 plus 3, 6. I rolled a 3.
Oof.
Okay.
6 damage. I don't believe I have anything else. Oh, right. Bonus action, cause more damage via the heat metal spell. So I do another 2d8 damage to him. There's another spark of heat from the dagger that he's still holding.
Okay.
13 damage. And if he wants to keep holding it, he needs to make another Constitution saving throw.
He drops it this time.
Of course he would.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I think that's his turn now, if your turn is over.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So, what would you imagine the saving throw? The check would be for him to get out of the sword that is pinning him to the wall.
Well, I would say
gonna
it
say
didn't
this.
do it didn't do more. It did 10 damage, so I wouldn't say that it's like actually like buried in his shoulder. I would say it's more like pinning him through the armor, but the edge has caught him on the meat of his shoulder, but it isn't actually through his body. So I would say a saving throw for that. I mean, how hard is it to
try and get away
rip?
from it?
Yeah, I would say like how hard is it to rip leather? I would say like maybe like a 13 or a 14. I feel like that's fair.
Okay.
Because I also don't know how strong he is, so I feel like a 13 or a 14 would probably let's go with 14.
Okay. That's a 13, so he doesn't succeed. He continues to stay there, and I'm gonna say, just for the sake of, I think that would, him like fiddling with that, I think that would count as movement technically, because he's trying to get away so he can move away. I'm gonna count that as movement. And then he is, with his other hand, the one that's further away from the tip of the blade, he's gonna curl around and point his hand toward Teth on the ground. And he is going to fire 2 charges of Eldritch Blast.
God. Okay.
Let's see, what's his thing? Spell attack. That is 21 and 14.
The 21 hits, the 14 is just equal.
So that hits.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Okay, I don't remember the thing for this. Okay, that is 2d10. Eight and 2. 10 damage. 10 force damage. They both hit her. And her body moves with the force across the floor. And correct me if I'm wrong, but because it goes over the amount of hit points she had left, she's gone.
She's at -9. Yep.
That goes over how much she had before. So,
yeah, she had
maximum
1.
hit points, though, isn't it?
But if it,
Oh.
if you,
Oh.
Over
Yeah,
maximum
so-
hit points.
Is it over maximum? Okay.
I think it's over
max.
max. So she needs to start making death saves.
Yes,
but if
On the
she's
next-
making death saves
yeah.
now.
hits her again, I think that's an auto crit.
It's an auto crit, and 2 death saves are gone.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Why would you tell?
Is at the end of his turn.
That's the end of
Just so
his
everyone
turn.
knows, I spent my
All
time
right.
digging out all the d20s I had. I rolled them all just to see. All bad. I got like 4 ones.
Oh God.
So
That's not
we're
great.
Gonna, we're gonna try some things.
All right.
Okay, I
That's
am going.
interesting.
I know
Okay.
this is gonna break the bless, so I'm going to cast command, and he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. All right.
Oh, he fails.
That is a 9.
And I am going to say
Okay.
grovel,
I figured.
which means the target falls prone and then ends its turn. But he does this on his next turn. He follows the command on his next turn.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
Girl boss move.
And then, as my bonus action, I'm going to think I can spiritual weapon. Let's hope I can actually roll high enough.
Alright.
That's a 1 again.
That's Teth's turn, right?
How? How?
Well,
I've gotten 4.
I don't know.
I'm Travis. I'm Travis Willingham right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's the end of your turn. It's Teth's turn to make a death saving throw.
Is that just a straight up and down d20?
Yep.
Alright. Fingers crossed. A 9.
That's a fail.
Okay. That's 1 failure.
Okay. Kai?
Kai is going to run across the room and he's going to place himself in between Teth and Taro. At this point, he does not care for his safety anymore. And he is going to cast Shield of Faith. And he's going to cast it over Teth. A shimmering field appears and surrounds a creature of your choice within range, granting it a +2 bonus to AC for the duration. And,
Okay.
Yeah, so he's casting Shield of Faith on Teth, and he's also readying an action. He is holding his mace in his hands. The second that Taro even moves or steps towards him or Teth, he is going to attack him with his mace.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Lezeth?
I'm gonna bite him.
Okay.
Oh,
Like how
what did that?
straightforward that
Okay.
is.
Wasn't where I meant for it to end up, but you know. That's a natural 16. With a +5 or something.
Okay. That hits.
And what did I say that was? That was 1d10. Oh, come on, even lower than before. 5. 5 total. I do 5 damage.
Okay.
And he's not holding the dagger anymore. Is the space in between? Or do you take it? You know what? I'll just stay where I am. Keep moving into the wall. That's it.
Alright. So, once again, he's going to use his movement to try and get
him
around.
to fall prone and end his turn.
Yep.
Oh, right.
Falls prone.
Right. He falls prone.
Sweet
Groveling.
vindication.
Okay, that's his turn, I guess.
Hattie is going to walk up behind him so that I am now flanking. That's flanking. Yeah. And I am going to reach down and touch him and try and cast Inflict Wounds again. God, what dice? What dice will not screw me over?
Okay.
Oh, it does!
That has advantage. Yeah, because he's prone.
So 12, and then... Okay, that is a 18. Oh,
18
Okay.
hits.
Yep.
Roll the damage.
It's 3d10. Oh boy. Oh. Okay. Okay. I got, ooh, I did really good on damage. 19, 16, and then I had my spell attack damage, right?
I think so, yeah.
Ugh, I can't do math. I'm stressed.
You don't have spell attack damage. Do you mean your
It's the bonus or whatever.
modifier?
I don't remember.
I'm not sure.
It's still 26 damage, so... So 26 damage.
He is looking hurt. Okay.
Oh, shoot.
Teth.
It's okay. Time for another saving throw.
Oh, baby!
Nat 20.
That's 2, isn't it?
Okay.
That's a success.
That's a success. Alright, so she has one success and one fail.
Remember.
Is that just for nat ones where it's 2 fails,
I'll look it
or
up.
I think so. Oh, wait, let me
It's
look
2
up the death
successes,
saving
isn't it?
throw.
Yeah. For
Yeah,
natural
okay.
20
that's
with death saving throws, it's 2 successes.
2 successes.
Okay.
Okay, so she's...
Oh, no,
She's
it
got one
says you
failure
gain
and 2
one hit point
successes.
upon rolling a 20 on the death saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
she has
I
a
guess
success and
so.
she gains 1 hit point? So she's at -8 now.
She's conscious. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
she's
regains
conscious
1
at
hit
1
point,
hit
and
point.
thus regains consciousness.
Oh, she's conscious at 1 hit point on a nat 20?
There's no need to do like negative
Yeah.
hit.
Oh,
It's just
thanks.
0.
Okay. So she's conscious at 1 hit point on
Yeah.
a nat 20. I think at this point she's kind of out of it. I think she's just gonna lie there on the floor.
okay.
I think she's gonna take a second to gather her thoughts. So she's just gonna spend her turn kind of lying on the floor.
Coming back from the dead.
And then now it's Kai, and he is going to take the spiritual weapon longsword and have it wheel around and just stab straight down into Dougal
Advantage.
with advantage, which is, let me get down there, +5. So that's a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
All right. 1d8 plus 2 plus 2, so that's a 12.
He's looking real hurt.
Okay.
All right.
My turn. I'm gonna bite him again.
Okay.
It spud a little bit. 19.
Okay.
Where's a decent D10? One that will not screw me over. Not this one. Okay. 8 damage.
Lezeth,
Yeah.
can you describe this for me?
I rip out his throat. I go right for the
Gotcha.
jugular.
Oh, so poetic.
Okay.
Just groveling and just...
Yeah, and I just grab him by the throat and thrash him a little bit and then chomp down. And I crush his neck.
The other 3 of you watch as your friend takes Dougal in her jaws and destroys him beyond all life. Dougal's down.
I just
He had
unhinge
7
my
hit
jaw and he
points.
flops to the ground.
Hattie's just gonna stand over him and be like, a tower's hard to knock down when it has a strong foundation, and then just spit on his face.
Ooh, that's good. That's so good. All right, Kai is gonna turn around and try to heal Teth because he's right there.
Okay.
Let's see what I have available to me because I've used so many spell slots. I have
I do not
Prayer
have
of
it prepared.
Healing, which is up to 6 creatures of your choice that you can see within range. Come on. Yeah, I guess all I have is Prayer of Healing. Up to 6 creatures of your choice that if you see within range, each gain hit points equal to 2d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. This spell has no effect on undead or constructs. So I'm going to cast that. And then I'm just going to... That's 2d8 plus 2. And I'm just going to heal all of us, and I guess do extra for Teth because she's down the most, and so everyone gets 10 hit points back.
I have not been hurt.
Well, let's just say that precaution. Because it's set up to 6, and I don't know if they would let me stack. Actually, yeah, I don't think I can stack. So we just two bolts of healing just go into the air, I guess, because there's no way I'm healing this man on the floor. There's absolutely no way. So yeah, everyone gets back 10.
Okay. So, quiet settles over the room. Your friend, recently recovered from her near-death experience, rises from the floor, and Dougal doesn't. There's blood just pouring from his throat.
And dripping
His
all down my
corpse
chin.
lays limp against the stone. So, what are you doing?
Kai kind of, his legs go out from underneath him. I think for the most of this fight, he had been running on adrenaline. And that is gone now, and he does not have any feeling in his legs, any feeling in his hands. He just sits down on the floor, and he puts his head in his hands, so you can see that he's shaking, and he just sits there.
Hattie is just gonna stand over Dougal's body, and she's gonna just pull out her sickle, and she's gonna lean down over him and just keep bashing in his face. And then as she's doing this, she's going, "This is for Sarah, this is for Oleander, this is for Thena," and just listing off all the people he's killed in his time. And she's just kind of going a little nuts right now.
Okay. Teth isn't looking good emotionally. She has backed into this corner. She's just breathing. And she gets up. She starts walking toward the door.
Kai looks up at her and he goes, Teth? Teth. But she doesn't say anything.
And she leaves.
Kai tries to get up and his legs go out from underneath him again. And he yells out louder, "Teth, where are you going? Where are you going?" And she doesn't say anything.
Hattie's gonna look up kind of dazedly at this point. Wait, what? Who? What? Where? Teth?
She just walked out. She just walked out. My legs. She just walked out. Someone go after. Someone go after her.
I'm gonna go to the door.
Are you
Shove it
still
open.
a cat?
Yes, I'm still a cat.
Yeah, there's still a cat.
I can't work a doorknob, but hopefully I can just push it open.
Well, if she just walked through it, it's probably open.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so for the purposes of this, I'm gonna open this up real quick. There's not a map down here. Hold on. But this'll do for now. And you see her. She is standing out on this front entranceway, and she is faced away from the door, but you hear her just crying.
I make a few tighter noises, a sort of a chuff at her.
Chuff.
Sort of questioning.
Somebody else want to teamwork with me on this roleplay of Teth, because
Yeah, I'm kind of... She puts her hand on your head, and she just kind of sits down. But she won't look at you.
Yes.
I think she's probably... You could feel her shaking. And her stare, it's a 1,000-yard stare. She's just looking off into the distance.
I just lay down beside her and sort of curl my body around her.
I think Hattie's gonna.
I think she leans into you. And that's about it.
My mouth is still covered in blood.
Yeah, she does. I don't think she notices it. She's very out of it. She won't. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, yeah, her own. That was a bad joke. That was a bad joke.
But it's true.
It's true. So she's just 1,000-yard stare. She just sits down. She doesn't say anything to you. She doesn't look at you. She's leaning into you, so you know that she knows that you're there, but she won't move. She won't say anything.
I just stay there curled around her. I just lay my head on my paw. I stare out into the distance with her.
I think at this point, Kai has been trying to undignifyingly scooch himself towards Hattie. He's kind of hitting his legs, move, damn it, move, and they won't move, and he's just sitting there, and he looks up at her, and his pupils are just like pinpricks, and he's just staring at her, and he's like, I can't.
Here, and then I'm gonna help pick you up, and then we can stumble out to Teth together.
Yeah, surprisingly, he's not very heavy. Or I guess not surprisingly, he's quite thin. All right. Kai's gonna look at Hattie and say, "Could you just sit me down next to them, please?"
We all hobble over, cuddle pile style.
Yes,
yeah.
I will be a sofa for the next hour.
The second his butt touches the ground, he just lies flat on his back and looks up at the sky, and he just throws his arm over his eyes, and he's just like, I need to sleep. I need to go to bed. Good night. And that's it. I think he definitely screws his eyes shut, and you can see that he's trying to make himself fall asleep by force of will, and it's not working.
But he's just sort of quietly pet Teth's head, just like a mother sort of reassuring her child.
She kind of, you can see that she kind of tilts her head into it. She seems to be kind of responding a little bit better now. Her hands, they aren't necessarily twitching, but you can see her kind of flexing and closing her hand into fists. So she opens her hand to flex her fingers and closes it into a fist. She does that a couple of times, and then she kind of just takes her hand off of her knees and just puts it on the ground and looks up at you and says, I don't want to do this ever again. I don't want to do this ever again.
I just looks down at her and just just knows exactly how she feels. It's I know.
I can't do this ever again. I can't. I don't care. I can't do that again. I won't do that again. I won't. I don't care about a fucking prophecy. I don't care about whatever destiny has been laid out for me. You can't, no one can make me. I won't do it again. I won't do it again. I don't care if the Raven Queen her fucking self comes down and grabs me. I'm going to run. I'll leave. I don't care. I'm not going to do this again. I can't. I'm sorry.
I understand. I think we all do, and Hattie sort of looks over at everyone. Just very sympathetic.
I lay my head in Teth's lap.
And she kind of gets to her knees and she stands up and she gives Hattie a hug and she pets Lezeth on the head, and she comes over to Kai and kind of shakes his arm a little bit, and he goes, I'm sleeping. And she goes, no, I know you're not sleeping. And he goes, no, I'm sleeping. I'm avoiding this. And she goes, no, you can't avoid this. I'm going to do it. And he kind of throws his hand off of his head and he looks at her and he says, we got matching shorts. And she looks at him and she laughs a little bit. And she goes, I'll give you the shorts. Maybe you can find someone else that fits them, but I can't. And she looks at you guys and she says, when we get back, I'm leaving. I don't care. I'll miss you guys. Maybe I'll see you around. Unless some force of nature decides to drag me back to you. You might not see me again. And if I do get dragged back to you, I'm gonna leave. I can't do that again. I can't do that again. I can't put myself through that again. I'm sorry.
Hattie's just gonna walk up with, like, hands on her shoulders, like, Teth. So, like my kids. I can't watch that happen again.
What if we... You guys could come with me. We could get a boat, and just leave. We could just go. I don't think it matters what happens. For all we know, this is just stupidity. This is idiocy. I don't know.
Lezeth,
Think about it.
head.
Think about it. Think about it, please. And then she's gonna walk to the cart and get in. And Kai kind of looks at her and he's sad, but his face is stone. You can tell that he's upset, but he doesn't want to say anything. And he sits up and he takes a deep breath and he takes his mace and kind of uses it to push himself up. And maybe he falters a little bit, but he looks at you guys and says, I guess we should go. I don't want to stay here any more than I have to.
Let me just go check the body over. I'll do it.
Yeah.
And Hattie's gonna go back in and search
I
his body.
follow Hattie.
Okay.
Kai's gonna stay outside with Teth because he doesn't want to not be with her.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm not gonna make you roll an investigation check or anything on this. I will just go ahead and tell you what you find. So, you find a simple dagger. One of them is a simple dagger. The other is a simple short sword. The other one is the dagger he used to take Teth down. The one that she fell to. I don't have the card on me right now, But this is a blade, a dagger, called the Illusionist's Torture. And it does 2d4 piercing, 2d4 necrotic, and if you fail a saving throw against it, you are considered blinded, deafened, and incapacitated, and you feel in your mind phantom pains of shackles pulling at your joints. I will get you the card as soon as I can if you're going to keep it.
We'll see about that. I'll have to think that over. I've talked to everyone. Do I find his tarot cards?
You do.
Taking those.
Okay.
I think I will just take everything for now and I'll shove it in my bag.
Okay.
Don't think about that right now, you know. Just take and we'll go. So that's it? That's just his weapons and tarot cards?
His weapons and armor. His simple leather armor.
I don't want to strip him naked.
Okay.
So, I'll leave that. And Hattie's just gonna leave the body to rot out in the open. She does not care.
Lezeth is gonna take him by, like, the armor or maybe whatever he's wearing and drag him through the door and then toss him down the stairs.
Oh.
Okay. So, as the four of you are kind of taking a moment here, there's this feeling in your chest, something like that, this strange feeling of something breaking. You didn't realize it when it was there, when it was just existing. But there was this connection that each of you had to one another. And Teth's seen this connection in the strings. All of your strings tangled together, bound to one another. And you feel, three of you who are staying, you feel hers untangle. You feel that connection leave. And she feels the same thing, except it's the other three going away. And the three of you maintain this connection to one another, and you can feel that. But Teth's is gone. Her connection, bound by fate to you, is no more. And as you are walking out of the tower for that final, hopefully, final time, you look over to the spot right outside the tower where at one point the four of you took it upon yourselves to bury the bodies of those lost in the tower. And you're watching for a second, and you see movement, this force pushing against the dirt. And in just a few seconds more, a hand pushes from the ground, reaching up into life. And that is where we're going to end this session. Hello everybody, I'm your Dungeon Master, Gabrielle, and I just want to say thank you so much for listening to this episode of Use Your Imagination. You can follow the show at Dungeons Doodles on Twitter. Don't forget to visit our website, dungeonsanddoodles.weebly.com, to find more information about the show, the hosts, and where you can access transcripts for past and future episodes. You can stream Use Your Imagination on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and Podbean. If you'd like to support the series, make sure to leave us a review on iTunes. Again, thank you. I hope you'll be joining us next time.